Here's what you need to know about today's market.
It's not the market to play coy. Things are sitting, and it's a buyer's market.
I knew
Statistically
what she
impossible.
meant.
But
Hi everyone, Melissa Colletti here with eXp Realty.
and I'm Danielle Tully with eXp Realty.
So today on Girls Just Want to Sell Houses and Have Fun, we're going to take a quick look at what's happening across the Chicagoland MLS, which is multiple listing service market, using InfoSparks, which is a great tool through the multiple listing service. For inventory, pricing trends, buyer activity, seller activity. I mean, just all the good things. And here's what you need to know about today's market.
So we're going to kind of just go across the whole MLS. Obviously, each of us have statistics on, a little bit more local level if you need it. But and this is for all housing types, but individual, so condos, townhouses, things like that. So it's not like apartment buildings and things like that, and investment property type of things. This is where a person, a family, a couple, whatever it is, would, live and own by themselves. So the median sales price in the Chicagoland area is now $355,000. That is an increase of approximately 6% for the year. Actually, that was year over year. Sorry, I take that back. That was year over year, not the last year to date. And then the median market time is really low. And again, median, which is different than average, but median market time is 12 days.
Oh.
So that is very quick.
Especially
very
for a seller.
Yes. Yes.
Get the packing.
Which is actually kind of a good thing, because let's take this information and go
hone in on it.
Well, what I was thinking is that, what's one of the hardest things right now is contingencies, trying to get a contingency, right? Mm-hmm. And because, rightfully so, when somebody's trying to sell and they have somebody who has a contingency, they might be a little wary about it. But if a house is priced right and shows right, the good right condition, it will also go quickly. Mm-hmm. So very minimally are we finding where houses are just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
But in all fairness, my last 4 were all home sale contingencies, and they went great.
Good for you.
I know.
I didn't say that. Well, no,
I
that's
know
what I'm
you
saying.
weren't saying that, but
what I'm trying to say is that just like people get all up in arms about it, like an FHA appraisal or whatever. It's like
whatever.
It's really a lot of over not much.
No.
So then the month supply.
Mm-hmm.
So again, an indicator on if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. We have been for years and years and years in a strong seller's market, and guess what? It's still a very strong seller's market. Mm-hmm. We have 1.6 months supply.
Wow.
And so
is that more than COVID numbers, you think? Or I guess we'd have to pull the data.
Well, again, this is across MLS.
Oh,
so
true. Yeah.
So each I know for a long time, Kendall County, King County, and then the towns within them were under a month. And probably still are. In fact, I know they are. But then you have other places that might sit. Not every place as is desirable doesn't have as many. So again, there's a reason why they say real estate is local. That's even more local than saying the Chicagoland area.
Well, I don't want to get you off track with all my little side things. I know.
And I go right along on the journey. But yeah, so 1.6 months on market, which is definitely still a huge seller's market. So it's going to take a long time, okay, before, if for anybody's out there going, I don't want to be part of multiple offers, I don't want to be part of this needing to pay full price. A tight market doesn't necessarily mean that everything's going to be multiple offers. It also doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to be full price, but you still have to recognize that houses are moving.
Yes, they are moving.
Obviously we just said 12 days on average.
Yeah.
Strategy, going in with the right strategy, and things like that is quite important. So it is doable. You don't have to get into a bidding war, and quite honestly, a bidding war isn't necessary. One of my favorite things to talk to my clients about is what's going to help you sleep at night. If you put an offer at this amount, if you don't get it, are you in
okay
3
with
weeks
that?
or 6 months or a year and a half going to go, I would have went up $5,000.
Yeah.
I would have paid that.
Well, that ties into our one of our previous conversations is that you should always go in with your highest and best for that reason. So you're not 3 weeks later saying, "Oh, I should have went in at X amount more," because not everyone calls for highest and best. So if you're serious about a home, you just go in with your highest and best and be able to be okay if you don't get it, and you're not kicking yourself in the tush, so to speak. Days later.
Yes. Yeah. Best foot forward. It's
Yeah.
not the market to play coy, right? It's not the market to go, let me see if I can go 10,000 under. And this house was just listed 3 days ago. And let's see where it goes. I mean, again, there might be situations where that's correct,
Yeah.
but trust your realtor on that one.
Yeah. We'll guide you the best way for the
And-
best situation and scenario.
Correct. And then, as far as homes currently for sale, we're at 15,217 across the entire Chicagoland area. Again, that's 10% below where we were a year ago. So it's tight. It's
But
tight,
it's still
and
a
it's
good
getting
time
tighter
to buy.
sometimes.
Still a good time
So
to
when
buy.
you hear those national stats that things are sitting and it's a
Oh,
buyer's
oh,
market and stuff,
yeah.
that's not us right now. And again, it's gonna take a while. To shift those things. I mean, it's not gonna go from 12 days on market to 150 days on market overnight. Well, obviously, in 150 days.
I knew
Statistically
what she
impossible.
meant.
Yeah, so we are still strong market. So if you're thinking about buying and selling, we always have our pulse on the market
Yes.
and know kind of what's going on and the best strategies. We're still alive. We've got it.
Sorry, it's
so
so
we're
fun.
and sell houses.
Duh.
We'll see you on the next video.
Yes. Take care.